Last chance to nail down your
Hi everyone, this is Muska. Thanks for watching my video. In this video I'm playing an engineer during BWE3. This is in the Forest of Niflhel, one of the 3 battlegrounds. The build that I'm using is a conditions-based build. It's very similar to a build that I found elsewhere on YouTube, which I will link to in the description of this video. I did make a few changes to suit my own playstyle. The main sources of damage are from burning and bleeding, and it also has a high amount of mobility both in and out of combat, from swiftness and also from the Slick Shoes tool belt sprint. It also has an extremely high amount of CC, 2 different blinds, knockback from the flamethrower, the knockdown from Slick Shoes, and of course the elite skill has a stun when it's first popped. I'm playing with Cantonar Shirazai, an engineer from my guild. His build is slightly different from mine. He's focused more on bomb damage. We are currently using the standard sPVP pug tactic, observing straight to the keep, taking points and killing Svanir along the way. There is one defender here and I push him back with my flamethrower pushback so that we can start neutralizing and capping the point. Cantonar has popped his elite skill, which in my opinion is a little bit of a waste because we outnumber them by quite a bit and it's a very easy fight, so the elite skill isn't really needed.
The keep is yours.
We managed to drive off the attackers, and we also drive away the elementalist that was trying to hit us from above. We're on our way toward the henge right now. We stopped to kill this ranger who goes down very fast, but I don't stop to stomp him because I want to get to the point faster. And if there's one thing that I've noticed is that other teammates can always be counted on to stomp people for you. We're going to the henge right now. Cantonar has split off from me in order to go and hold off the other team in the road so that they cannot get to the henge to interrupt my capping. However, I hear him right now calling for help from me because there are quite a lot of them and he's losing health very fast. So as soon as this base is capped, I'm going to run off and help him.
You've seized the henge.
I find him on the verge of death, fighting an elementalist who's at full health, so I jump in, and the elementalist doesn't manage to finish him off. Together we manage to kill him quite easily.
The keep's been lost.
I go to stomp the elementalist, and Cantonar sees that there's another player who's been downed by one of our teammates, and he goes to stomp them because our teammates apparently did not have time to stomp them. At this point I'm going to fast forward the video because it gets a little bit boring right now. I'm mostly just running around trying to figure out what base to go to. It doesn't help that I've just played a lot of games on the blue side, so I'm a little bit confused right now as to which side is mine, which bases are mine. I keep thinking that I need to go and take the keep because it's the only point that they have, but in fact I'm on the red team and it's the only point that we have. I eventually do figure it out and head toward the mine. Cantonar is there already and Svanir has respawned, so I go and solo Svanir. With my build it's quite easy to solo him because of all of my control. You can see here I'm chaining the glue bomb, the flamethrower, knockback, and the Slick Shoes, and he barely even manages to damage me before he goes down. A few of my teammates also show up to help at the very end to add some more damage. We run through the keep on our way toward the henge, which is the only point we don't have right now. We do not stop to engage this warrior on the way, but I do blind him and glue shot him so that he can't catch up to us. Cantonar stealths us with his bomb kit, and the enemy is coming, so I drop my elite on top of them, which stuns them. And I think at this point they're quite confused with 2 engineers that just popped out of nowhere and stunned them, and Cantonar's big bomb knocked them back. So they back off and we manage to neutralize and then eventually even cap the point. But there is a ranger pet on me who is doing quite a lot of damage, and for some reason I'm having some problems picking up the bandages on the ground. So I run off behind the pillar after we cap the point to LOS a little and get some bandages of my own to heal up. At this point I'm also noticing that they're taking away our other points from us, so I decide to leave the fight. The ranger pet chases me for quite a while, but I do eventually manage to lose him. However, our teammates are pretty good in this game. They managed to beat me to the chase, and they capped at 2 points before I get there, so now the only point that's worth fighting over is the henge. So I turn back and meet back up with Cantonar, who is again at quite low health from fighting a large group of enemies. We run away together for a while he heals up. The engineer as of this beta weekend is in a pretty good place right now. I feel like the damage output is apparently improved a bit from the last beta weekend, but the control has been nerfed a little, which is disappointing to me because I did enjoy all of the knockbacks and the pulls with the flamethrower. I enjoyed being able to throw people around like ragdolls, but I do agree that it is a little bit overpowered. At this point they've taken all of the bases, and if they're allowed to keep them, they will catch up in points very fast despite our lead. So I run off again toward the mine, and the forest creatures are also respawning, so I decide to take the mine and then go and kill Svanir. However, there are 2 enemies heading towards Svanir right now. My plan is to take the mine first, because I figure that I can go and steal the last blow on Svanir so that I can still get the points for my team. My spec is not very bursty, but I do have a lot of control options, so the idea is that I'm going to go and knock them down and stun them long enough for me to steal the killing blow on Svanir. However, what I don't notice is that it's 2 warriors going there, and they have very high damage output, and they managed to kill Svanir a lot faster than I thought they would. So by the time I get there, he's already dead. I engage the warriors. One of them runs away, which is surprising, because I don't think I've ever seen a warrior run away from a 2-on-1 before. I kill the other warrior very fast.
The keep is yours.
And then my teammates have already taken the keep. But the warrior that has run away, I think, has gone toward the mine and taken it. So I have to turn back and take the mine back. At this point we've almost won the game anyway, so it's not really a big deal whether I take the mine back or not, but I may as well. And while I'm here, there is an elementalist who's hiding in a corner. We kill him just because we can, even though we've already won the game. It's a bit of a slaughter because there are quite a lot of us on him. He ends up popping his elite skill, which is a little bit confusing to me, I have to admit. I don't really understand why people like to use their elite skill when they're at 10% health and in a fight that they absolutely can't win. Especially when it's an elite skill like the tornado, which is quite supportive. But well, he uses elite skill and we kill him anyway, and capping the point ends up actually winning us the game.
You've taken the mine.
So I run off from the point, because I figured that before the server ends I may as well find some other people to stomp. But unfortunately the server is shut down very fast after the game ends, and so I get dropped from the game. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it.